Our most valuable commodity is airspace. I mean, that's what we have to sell. And the more airspace that we make available is actually the higher profits is going to be.
Right.
And this GPS system allowed us right off the bat to improve our density, which is pounds per cubic yard. And I think before we started using the Carlson system, we were about 12 or 1300. And the last flyover we had this past October, we were at 1,680 pounds per cubic yard. So, I mean, it improved it that much.
Carlson Software's 3D machine control products are designed to be upgradable and scalable. Carlson Grade is our machine rover software, and it will address multiple 3D machine control applications, can be configured to operate on multiple machine types, and connect to most GPS systems on the market. Because Carlson Software has the most extensive GPS driver library in the world, our 3D machine control is very flexible. If you own existing GPS receivers, we can protect your investment by utilizing those receivers. Our system is very portable. You can move our 3D machine control system from one machine or machine type application to another quite easily. And because the system's scalable, you can add features when you need them. Optional site connectivity and remote monitoring are available at any time. Let's take a look at a landfill and a typical scalable upgrade path. Now there's many options, but this would serve as one example. If I have a dozer building a landfill or just using basic grading, I can add Carlson Grade to that machine, but I can also move that control box to the pickup truck for the supervisor or to the surveyor on the rod, on the GPS rod. A next step might be adding the office command and control system or productivity tools. This will allow office analysis of the data from the field, also moving surface files back out to the field. Now, you don't necessarily have to have a wireless mesh radio network at this level. You can take a thumb drive, because we log files, we turn heartbeat on, logging files onto Carlson Grade. You can gather the data and take it into the office for post-processing or analysis. We call this static connectivity. We can also move up from basic grading and site management by adding real density, compaction, and pass count specifically written for the landfill industry on your compactor or in any other machine. We can still take the thumb drive, gather data, site manager can gather the data from the machines and take it back into the office again for post-analysis. This is very good for moving coordinate files, surface files on site between machines. The next step would be to add a wireless mesh radio infrastructure. Once that's added to the site, and we can add the other machine types that Carlson Grade can support, then we've got a connected real-time landfill system, and all can be controlled from the office. Proximity warnings can also be established, as well as watch, warning, and avoidance zones, communicating between all machines and the office. But the connectivity doesn't just stop there. In addition to the command and control center in the site office at the landfill, corporate can also realize and see all the sites and connect it from one corporate office. So there's really no limit to how we connect and analyze these landfill sites, regardless of how many machines or how many site managers are on each site. GPS landfill management offers a lot of features and benefits. One is having real-time pass counts. So the operator knows how many times they've been over any area in real time. This saves fuel, this saves wear and tear on the machine, and it also saves the amount of passes and production and time it takes to reach optimum compaction.
This up their compaction rate tremendously.
Is that right?
I think the last compaction rate we got was 18.4 or something like that. Where before is down to like 13, 14%.
Wow.
On the red, it'll tell you when you're too close to the other compactors. So I let you know when you're getting too close to them. You can move your screen around with your fingers, touch screen. Then have a little dot. He's done one out of my sight now. Tell you where the other compactors are.
And they can see you as well.
Right. There's one. I'm going to bring this. We change it to a 2-foot lift.
But then the other assets are not only improving the density is before the GPS system was installed is we had to constantly call surveyors out here to make sure that we were on grade and building the slopes, which we just did a vertical inspection and expansion and went from a 4-to-1 slope to a 3-to-1, and this system allowed us to put the slopes in on one pass. I mean, we wasn't having to call surveyors out here and check and see and cut out or add to, but it allowed us, when we put it in, it was done. You know, and some of the other benefits where we've saved money with the GPS is not directly related to slopes and everything, but I can look and see when a piece of equipment started up and how long it sits and idles and how many passes they've made. You know, we want them to do 3 or 4 passes and move on. If they're doing 10 or 12 passes, then they're burning more fuel. You know, one of the things that we really like about Carlson, what you're talking about right there, is we have all looked at Caterpillar systems in various lives, and the Caterpillar has a good system, but Caterpillar just wants it to do what they want it to do. And you can talk to them all day long and they're not going to change it. But we found with Carlson that if we needed something, y'all are willing to change it and figure out how it can be done and make, you know, not necessarily life easier for us, but just make it more productive, make it more efficient. Because I mean, you know, we're the guys out here using equipment and we know what we need, and Carlson has been very responsive to that need, and Laser Products has carried that message to Carlson. So when you talk to some of these other GPS manufacturers, and they're not willing to change your program to accommodate your needs, but Carlson has been. So I think that's a plus for Carlson.
I call the trash diamonds and dirt gold.
Yeah.
You cover each diamonds with gold.